In the sky in front of us appears the divine form of Sangye Menla, the medicine Buddha, embodiment of the healing power of a compassionate heart and an awakened mind.
I rely on the Enlightened One, their teachings and exalted community.
We have many dimensions to our being, only one of which is this dancing accumulation of molecules that seems to have gathered itself around a central point. And the first thing is Victor Supreme. Okay? And when we do that, if you can, without falling over your feet or feeling uncomfortable, look up and see Medicine Buddha. Victor Supreme. What is he victorious over? Ignorance, attachment, and aversion. That's what we want to be victorious over. The next one is your compassion. So we bring our hands to our heart. But compassion, of course, is not closed. This is what I usually use for the wisdom mudra. Compassion is based in wisdom, but it radiates out. Your compassion embraces all. The goddess offers the diamond veena. The goddess offers the diamond flute. The goddess offers the diamond drum. The goddess offers the diamond tambourine. The goddess offers the diamond cymbal.
We seal this offering by dedicating any power, inspiration, energy, blessing, joy, or healing that has come to us from this sincere practice, that it may move through the world, and that everyone may be freed of ignorance or discomfort, and that we may all live in peace and joy. We pray that all may be healed, that we all may be whole, that we may all radiate the light of wisdom and the power of compassion. We pray that everyone we touch, our touch be healing, that our thoughts be healing, and let us empower each other to move through this world as enlightened beings. Svaha, Soha.
Okay, looks like we're on. How fabulous, how unbelievable. Thank you so much, Josh, for helping to make this possible. It's really incredible. I'm so happy to see all your beautiful faces. So I'm going to try to talk slowly because I understand that Xenia is on a WhatsApp with some of our Portuguese students, and she's translating this. So this is just saying, yeah, okay. So this is a big experiment. I'll try to remember to not talk too fast so she can do this. but she's pretty good at this simultaneous translating thing. What an incredible world. What an incredible time. It's unbelievable, truly unbelievable. I have been spending a certain amount of time just reading novels, and somehow I ended up with one that's talking about this terrible epidemic happening in Italy, and how this person, this novel person, woke up from, he'd been sick for a couple, he somehow survived. All of his family died. He survived. And he's looking out into the streets, and there's nobody in the streets. It's so interesting because here we are with this epidemic, but we're so much better cared for. Yes, there are people dying, but also there's a lot of people who are recovering, and many of us, knowing the conditions of infection, are taking care of ourselves so that we don't get sick. And on such a scale, on such a universal scale all over the world, to have us all working on this situation and issue, it's really an amazing time. I know there are difficulties, and I know there are challenges. I know that certainly the economics of the whole thing changing from moment to moment here. We don't know what's going to happen, but we were already, we already know we don't know what's going to happen. We were already awash in a sea of insecurity before this even hit us. We were insecure about our political situation and insecure about our economic situation. So yes, it's gotten more extreme, but we are learning how to roll with it and how to take advantage of the gifts that are presented to us through these conditions. Today is a rather remarkably precious day. Full moon, of course, is always the time I like to orient prayers and practices, because according to these teachings, they're multiplied. The energy, the blessing is multiplied 100,000 times. And even if we don't look at that cultural Tibetan thing of 100,000, all of us can certainly experience the different quality of the energy that surrounds us as the moon does her dance across the sky. We can feel when she is going into the dark, because our own energy sinks deeper into the earth. And it's observable not only by the great meditators who have been teaching us this for as long as I know. When the moon goes into her fourth quarter, just before new moon, her draw is the weakest. And because her relationship moves the waters of the planet, and because our brain is 75% water, we are very much affected by the energy and the rays of the moon. And so it's a time at that point, to really be quiet, to meditate, to go into the darkness, and to allow ourselves to open to its potential. On the other end, as the moon starts increasing, we start to feel that vitality. All the plants around us are responding to her energy. And by the time she gets to the fullness, we can feel that we are all oriented and connected and energized. So we're taking that energy and we're going to use it today to do some practice together and to really see what we can do to accumulate our own personal vitality, and also to together form a beautiful fountain of light that we can bathe the world with our love, our unified love. So I'm going to be asking each one of you at a certain point in the practice that we're going to be doing to think, to be ready to say the name of someone that you want us to pray for, and to say just a very brief 2 words of the condition you want us to pray for, the world condition. It doesn't matter what. You choose one or the other. Either you say a name of a person or you say a world situation. So just think about that, or let it percolate as I do my preliminary Dharma rant, as my dear friends call me, going on and on about what I love the most, which is how to use our human experience to bring blessing to the world. Today, the other very special thing about today, which of course, again, according to Buddhist culture, means our prayers are not only multiplied 100,000 times, but 100,000 times, because it's Wesak. It's the celebration of Shakumuni Buddha's birth, death, and enlightenment. According to these cultural expressions, the mythos of Shakyamuni, he was born, he died, and he attained awakening on the same day, so which is the full moon in May. Now, different Buddhist cultures celebrate, some of them will say it's in April, and some years they're all together at the same time. Don't worry about these things. For us, at this moment, our effort is going to connect with this powerful energy, this mythos of this great being, Shakyamuni. We have heard his stories. We understand, we are inspired by what he set in motion, the incredible, powerful waves of self-exploration and self-empowerment that he set in motion by his achievement. Now, I worked for a while with the Theosophists, and they had Vesak was a very, very big thing for them, and also because it came close to Mother's Day. So this is the other thing that we will be discussing a little bit, because the energy, the vitality of life rising, and the potential of life being presented to us. According to the Theosophists, on this night, full moon, in a valley in the Himalayas, all the great beings, all the great light beings come, and they surround, or they rest upon a rock platform, and Shakumuni Buddha appears in his beautiful form and gives teachings and blessings, and whoever has the good fortune to find their way to that valley is able to see that and experience it. If you want to Google Theosophy and Wesak, you can read yourself the way beautiful. It's a beautiful story. The mythos is really very moving. So that's part of what's happening. But because the emphasis today is on Buddha, one of the things that has been inspiring me in the past couple of weeks is Medicine Buddha, because Medicine Buddha is an aspect of Shakyamuni. When an enlightened being, when a being attains enlightenment, according to the Tibetan teachings, they have the capacity to manifest in different kinds of bodies. They choose what body they want to manifest, and they can manifest in 1,000 different bodies. Now, as we know it, Tara chose to manifest as a woman, but she definitely changes constantly. We have Tara, green Tara and white Tara, and all of the different. thousand-armed Tara and all the different forms, all the different practices. And this is all with the intent to inspire people, to awaken them. So in the same way, Shakyamuni, at some point in his transmission to us, manifested as this blue Buddha. These prayers and practices that come from ancient times. The stories come from ancient times. The practices are the ways in which a yogi or yogini develops their connection with this potent energy. So I was introduced to Medicine Buddha in the Maui Dharma Center by Lama Tenzin, a very simple practice. And it was very inspiring. So it was one of the practices that I sort of took with me as I sort of engaged. And one of the things that I asked Lama at a certain point, because I said, look, I don't want to do a lot of practices, even though I've taken all of these empowerments and I've gone to all these teachings and I've met all these great lamas, but it's too much. I don't want to spend 3 or 4 hours just rattling off Tibetan I don't understand and forcing myself to accumulate all these different mantras. I just don't want to do that. I need to be relieved of all of my commitments. I'm only going to do Tara. And every now and then I'll touch into others, or I will, I'll say their mantras definitely, especially the ones that really inspire me, like Medicine Buddha. And so Lama Tenzin, then I asked him, what do I do about this? And he said, well, if you've made commitments, you have to give them back. But fortunately, I hadn't made very many commitments, so I wasn't worried about that. And then he said, and when you do, if you just want to do a short practice, he said, do it within the context of the mandala of Tara. So I'm going to lead you into that a little bit with the Medicine Buddha practice, just to give you an idea of how that works. Because I know most of us have a great devotion to Tara and perhaps don't have a whole lot of experience with the Blue Buddha. I have found over the course, the other thing that sort of happened in our wonderful serendipity of Tara dancing is when we were asked to teach the nuns of Copan, what they asked us to teach was Medicine Buddha. They gave us a beautiful little 4-line prayer that they chanted while they made sand mandalas. Now, as you know, I've spoken about this and you probably received all of my emails. I've been working diligently on taking these wonderful videos that Anahata made and that we started as VHS, and then they graduated into DVDs, and now they're graduating into Vimeo download for you. And also the possibility that you can watch them without having to invest a lot of money. You can just pay a few dollars and you can watch these incredible pieces that she put together. I haven't seen them in a while, so it's been very moving and emotional for me to see these incredible, first of all the faces of all of these beautiful dancers all over the world, so sincere, so open-hearted, and the artistry of Anahata selecting these different pieces. I am very anxious about being filmed, and I hate watching myself. Doing this Zoom thing is very difficult for me, actually, because I know it's being recorded. So that means that, somewhere down the line, people who don't even know me, and I just shoot off my mouth, I just tell you what's in my heart. I do preparation, but not, I really want to speak to you from the heart. And so I have all of these pages of notes that I prepare, and in the end, I'm just looking right at you and loving you and sharing what I can of what I know. And I always question myself. I always say, well, what have you what do you got? You know, it's not like you're any kind of special anything. You're just another human being trying to make your way. You're a lucky human being. It's true. You know, no matter what happens, you seem to roll with the punches, and that's a good thing. And you've definitely learned a few things. So what are you doing here? What do you have to offer? Well, at one point, I was studying a psychic called Edgar Cassie, very interesting fellow. If you've ever had a chance to read about him and some of his adventures in consciousness, it's really amazing stuff. At any rate, during the course of my encounter with him, with his teachings, he said, are you wondering what your purpose in life is, what it is that you have to do? He said, what I suggest is you relax, open your heart, and see what words percolate up. And then just write them down and think about them. Well, I had 2 words percolate. One was inspire, and the other one was uplift. And that was very helpful to me because I realized that's what I'm doing here, and that's what I'm trying to do with these Zoomings. So I hope that you are inspired and uplifted, and I'll try not to be too embarrassed when I when I bump into my teachings again, as I'm doing with these videos and DVDs. It's really amazing. But this last piece that I just showed you, this little trailer that I made for our Medicine Buddha, it shows the pilgrimage, the big pilgrimage that we did in 2001, towards the end when we were in Kathmandu and we were surrounded by thousands of Tibetans, and we were singing the 4 immeasurables, and it was incredibly moving. It was so heartfelt. After 21 days of intense travel and sacrifice, as I look at the faces of these women, many of them, right, I can see you right here. You make sure you take a look at that trailer and you'll see yourself, and you'll see how many of our beautiful sisters are in that. And just so tenderized. We become so tenderized through these practices, continually looking at each other, thinking about each other, loving each other, supporting each other. Yeah, it's beautiful. So that is the sort of prep for the practice. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to guide you into a meditation. And then after we create our field of refuge and sort ourselves out, I'm going to ask each one of you to say the name or the situation that you want to send this energy to. So be prepared to have me unmute you, and I'm going to say your names, and I'm doing, let's see, I might need, let me see here. Oh yeah, okay, yes, I can see. All right, this is very good. All right, the aging body, the aging eyes. So we're going to do this practice of Medicine Buddha together. I want you to sit comfortably. You are welcome at any time to do movement or, to stand up or however. And I'm simply going to go through I can see, it might take me a while, I might stumble around to give each of you a chance to say something. And let's see, I don't know how many people we have. Josh, how many people do we have here?
61.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay, no problem. So each time you hear somebody say a name, you imagine that person is sitting around you. We're going to have all of these people and all of these situations around us as we generate the vitality of the offerings that we make to Medicine Buddha. Okay, so we're going to start with our back straight. And get in touch with your breath. Close your eyes. And we're simply going to engage for the moment in the 9 healing breaths so that we can let go of all the tension in our body. So inhale radiant light and exhale any physical tension. Inhaling radiant light, exhaling physical tension. Allow yourself to explore your body and see wherever there is physical tension. Inhaling radiant light, exhaling and letting go completely, letting go of all physical tension. Now on the next set of exhales, give the deep mind the command, let go of emotional tension. On the next set of exhales, give the deep mind the command, let go of mental tension. As you continue to breathe, with every inhale, absorbing radiant light, with every exhale, continue to let go and go deeper and deeper. Now, imagine that you are sitting in a beautiful garden, just surrounded by beauty, flowers and butterflies, and the air is soft and very gentle. And your friends and family are all sitting around you, and you're all looking out into the sky. Around your friends and family are all the countless beings of the world, so it just stretches out. All these beings of our planet are sitting with you, looking straight ahead into the blue sky. Right in front of you and a little bit to your right is the person that you are deeply concerned about. So you may say, this is the name that you're going to say when I unmute you and call out your name. To your left is someone who represents a condition in the world that deeply troubles you. Doesn't matter what, you just imagine that this person is representing the circumstance. So if you don't want to say the name of a person, you can say the name of a situation. And feel that whatever happens during this practice, that all of these beings surrounding you are receiving the light and love that you are generating. As you look into the sky, you see that it is vast and undisturbed. Its blue beauty gives you great joy, and you feel a warmth in your heart. And as you look at the endless sky, you start seeing there's a vast array of little tiny swirling lights. And as you look upon them, you realize each one of these is a radiant light being, your sources of refuge. And you feel them looking upon you, loving you, filling you with light and love, these radiant light beings. Right in the center of all these radiant light beings is Tara. And you are so happy to see her, and she is so happy to see you. Everyone around you is filled with a sense of peace and possibility, and there is great joy. As you look upon Tara, feeling her blessing, she rises up in the sky and becomes small, and in her place, a brilliant, royal blue ball of light appears, and the radiant form of Medicine Buddha appears. So I am just going to show you. Oh, maybe I'm not going to do that. Okay. This beautiful Medicine Buddha is seated, is a young man seated in the lotus posture on a multicolored lotus and a white moon cushion. His body is made of deep blue, lapis lazuli light. He is made of light. You can see him, and yet you can see through him. And if you can't see him, feel that he's there. His omniscient wisdom and compassion is as endless as space. He is peaceful, adorned with golden silk robes and jewel ornaments. His right hand is in the gesture of giving, palm out, fingers touching the earth. He is holding a sprig of medicine that represents his ability to cure all illness. His left hand, which is to your right, rests on his lap, holding a begging bowl filled with medicinal nectar that removes all obstacles to healing. As we look upon this incredible vision of Medicine Buddha and Tara and all of our sources, we renew our commitment to manifest wisdom and compassion, and we ask all of our sources of refuge to help us to gather the skill and the vitality to be able to help all suffering beings and to inspire them with our joy. So as we look upon these beings, we can repeat Medicine Buddha's mantra to ourselves as I invite each person to say the name of the person they want us to concentrate our healing upon. So first of all, repeat after me. Om. Bekadze. Bekadze. Maha. Bekadze. Radze. Samugate. Soha. Tayata. Om. Bekadze. Bekadze. Maha Bekadze. Radze. Samugate. Soha. Tayata. Om. Bekadze. Bekadze. Maha Bekadze. Radze. Samugate. Soha. If you can't remember this or you don't know this mantra, just keep the syllable Om and imagine that it is generating radiant blue light. The syllable Om. Okay, so as you repeat to yourself the Medicine Buddha mantra, I'm going to start here with Carrie. Okay, I'm unmuting you, Carrie. Say the name.
Helen.
And then, let's see, I think I need my glasses because I want to make sure I know who I'm looking at. Aha, Mary Stone.
Isabella.
M.A.
Kyle Frederick.
Karen Greenspan.
Lila.
Gina Harris. Oh, I don't know why you're, there you are.
Harry.
Okay. Bhavna.
All the people dying alone.
Valentina.
Hunger and violence.
Trishana.
Domestic violence.
Zania. For some reason, Zania, it's not letting me unmute you. I don't understand.
Okay.
You are.
Lucas, Maria Amelia's son.
Okay, thank you. Adrienne?
Martin and Siobhan.
Lily Ha.
My sister, Suzanne.
Miri Angela.
Antonio Guilherme.
Claire.
Angela's father, Mr. Varata Sriharan.
Catherine Bell.
Taz and Carolyn.
Okay. Oh, this is KJ Phoenix.
All the waters.
Lierci.
People dying of COVID.
Okay. And this, Ciara.
Paulo e Yara.
Atlee.
My sister-in-law, Charlie, CA.
Kim, I'm trying to unmute you just a second.
Hi.
Oh,
John.
Hi.
John.
Joan, okay. Parvati.
All those struggling with depression and loneliness.
Patricia Alexander.
Ian and Fia.
Nicolette. Wait a second, come on, I can do that. There you go.
Alan from Portland. He's a member of DUP here in Portland.
Okay, thank you. Andressa.
Andrea, Iago, and my sister.
Okay. No, oh, okay. I successfully moved to the next screen. We can all be victorious here. Okay, so Lori.
Bill Banshee.
Thank you. Albania.
Zita.
Okay. Susie. Well, come on. Unmute. Oh, there we go. No. Okay, gotcha.
War.
Okay, thank you. Pia, yay. Wait, I didn't unmute you for some reason. I'm trying. Ah, there we go. Gotcha.
Ariel.
Ariel, of course. Very good. And then we have Amina.
All those who are transitioning or have someone that's transitioning.
Thank you, Amina. Okay, and this is Mirtha Chan. Hi.
Mirta.
Mirtha, thank you. And who do you want to pray for, Mirtha?
I'm Mirta. I pray for all the kids with hunger.
Thank you, Mirtha. Thank you. Ayana Rose.
My daughter-in-law, Jessica Howard Smith, who is going to have her baby any day.
Wow. Sherry Harris.
Our Mother Earth.
Thank you, Sherry. Sujani. Oh.
My sister, Graça.
Oh, thank you, Sujani. And Karina.
Nicolas.
Okay. And, oh, Kala.
Aloha. Hunger, despair, hopelessness are gone.
Thank you. Carolina.
Noel, Livia, and Laura.
Mercy.
My sister.
Claire.
Margaret.
Priya.
Donald Trump and all the leaders of the world.
Thank you, Priya. Rita. Okay, let's get there. Rita.
Oh, Rita. My sister Michelle.
Thank you, Rita. Okay. Jazz. All right.
All the people living in extreme poverty who've lost their jobs and health insurance.
Thank you, Jasmine. Regina.
Robin and Brenda.
Noel.
Steele.
Robin.
All of the network of nurturers who are taking care of us all, from the elementals to the doctors and nurses, the restaurant workers, the truck drivers, everyone that's pulling together to support us all.
Thank you. Daniela.
I pray for my father and for the people who have fear and the draw of our community. We need more rain and water here.
Okay, thank you, Danielle. Stephanie.
Marie Cook and all of the mothers to be who don't have a healthy partner.
Thank you. Rita. Oh, got Rita twice. It's okay, you can say something, Rita. Hello. Okay. Yeah, Rita, there you are.
Yeah, I already went.
Go
I said
again.
my sister. Oh, go again? Can I pick someone else?
I don't know what happened. Oops, now you disappeared again.
I'm here.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
here.
Say here.
My friends Jessica, Alma, and Gentle Thunder.
Thank you. Okay, I think people are coming and going is what the situation is. That's really okay. So Mei Chen. There, unmute you. Okay, Mei Chen.
Frank.
Okay, yes, of course. And Margarita. Would you say that again? I couldn't hear you.
Minha família.
Okay.
Eu tenho um irmão trabalhando em área em hospital. Gilmar, o nome dele.
Okay. Thank you, Margarita. Okay, and then we have Trishana.
My internet went out and I just got on and I don't know what you're saying.
Who would you like to pray for, Trishana?
Oh, I already did. It was domestic abuse.
Okay, there we go. Well, I don't know why things are getting all confused here, but it's the coming and going of the internet. Okay, Noel, we got you, and Rita, and Concession, and let's see, over here, Karina, Kala. Yeah, it looks like everybody. Yeah. Okay. And Julia, I didn't hear from you. Julia?
Hi, all beings who are suffering in all realms.
Okay, thank you. Katya?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I want to pray for the whole world because for our families, our friends, everybody who needs prayers right now, and we all do. Pray for everyone.
Okay,
Thank you.
Katya. Thank you. And then Atma. Oh, how nice.
Susana y abuela Shkenda.
Okay, thank you, Atma. Okay, and then Bonnie Marsh. Bonnie, are you there?
Bonnie does not have audio, but in the chat panel, she would like to pray for her brother, Greg.
Okay, thank you. Cleia.
Meu primo Antônio Lira.
Okay. And then we have Alice.
For my sister and the people who are stuck in the judgment.
Okay. And then Maya. Maya Tera.
Maya also doesn't have audio. In the chat panel, she would like to pray for Lucas Antonio Correa.
Okay. Okay, good. So we've got everybody. If there's anyone that I missed, you can wave your hand, and Josh will be able to see you better than me, probably. Okay. Xenia?
Yes, just for the girls here, there is Monica who asked for João Piauí Oliveira, also Claire for Antonio. She said the surname I didn't get, but and Judith also asked for Tadeu Lopes. Sujani already said, and that's it, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Xenia, for keeping those girls online. Okay, and then we have Miri. Miri has something.
Maria Concepcion didn't say, and also Maya asked for her sons, Caio and Aile.
Okay.
And Hugo Souza. And Maria Concepcion, you didn't call her.
Okay, I can't find her. Maria Concepcion. Josh. Okay, I'll see if I can find her. Thank you, everybody, for your beautiful patience with. There she is. Okay. Yes. All right, Maria Concepcion.
I pray for my grandmother, Griselda Jara. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, wonderful. So now, imagine, everybody, all of these people surrounding you. Medicine Buddha is in the sky in front of you. All of your radiant sources of refuge are in front of you. And feel that light pouring into you and blessing you and blessing them. So, from the heart of Medicine Buddha, light rays start pouring into all of us. So see that he's like this radiant sun, and this powerful blue lapis lazuli light is filling your body and the bodies of all of these beings that we have been praying for, that we are praying for, and all of the beings in all of the world, all of your family, all of your friends. The light purifies all of us and liberates us from our negative karmic propensities and mental obscurations. Feel that light pouring into you. Bring your hands to your heart in the act of bowing, and bow before these radiant Medicine Buddha and all of these radiant light beings in the sky, and ask that any illness that has been caused by our confused sense of inadequacy and the distorted arrogance that arises from it be removed, so you feel the light pouring into you and pouring into all the beings surrounding you, recognizing that the conditions of this moment have all arisen according to the actions that we have engaged in the past. Then bring the hands cupped before us as an offering, and we imagine that we're making countless offerings to these light beings, all of our sources of refuge and this radiant Medicine Buddha, and ask that any illness caused by our confused grasping and greed be removed. With our hands crossed over our heart, we ask that any illness caused by our anger and hatred be removed. Continuing to keep our hands at our heart, then, we ask that any illness caused by jealousy, ignorance, insatiable desire be removed from us and for all the beings that surround us, and the light pours through us and our bodies, becoming clear. Our bodies become clear like crystal. The bodies around us clear like crystal. And we pray that in this radiant light state, that we may be capable of helping to liberate all beings from their suffering. As this light continues to pour into us, then, there is a sense of great joy, which causes us to wish to sing a song of praise to Medicine Buddha. So now I'm going to go through this 4-line prayer. I want you to be able to see me. Let me see if I can see myself. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Oh, here we go. Okay, that worked. And then that can go away. And okay, well, I'm hoping, I can't see myself, so I'm hoping that you can see. Ah, there I am. All right. So now, with our hands at our heart, the first thing I want you to do is reach out to Medicine Buddha. Reach out and make that connection. And we're calling him Victor Supreme, which means that he has conquered all of these aspects that cause us problems. So he's Victor Supreme. And then bring your hands to your heart. Your compassion. Now, compassion is based in wisdom. This is the mudra that I use for wisdom. So your compassion. So for one moment, we touch into our wisdom and we radiate it out. Radiates all. So Victor Supreme, your compassion embraces all. Now bring your right hand to your ear, and it's supported by your left hand, right? Hearing your name, this is the song, when we're singing this, we are saying, just knowing about you, hearing your name, eliminates all suffering. So you imagine as if you're clearing away anything that holds you back. Hearing your name eliminates all suffering. Victor Supreme, your compassion embraces all. Hearing your name eliminates all suffering. Dispelling, dispelling the poison. So your left hand is on your hip and your right hand is just absolutely pushing away, dispelling the poisons. Aversion, ignorance, and desire. This is the source of all of our illness. Dispelling the poisons, aversion, ignorance, and desire. Praise Medicine Buddha. And then we're going to show the body is lapis lazuli blue. Victor Supreme, your compassion embraces all. Hearing your name eliminates all suffering, dispelling the poisons, aversion, ignorance, desire. Praise Medicine Buddha, lapis lazuli blue. One more time. Victor Supreme, your compassion embraces all. Hearing your name eliminates all suffering, dispelling the poisons, aversion, ignorance, and desire. Praise Medicine Buddha, lapis lazuli blue. Now again, sitting, eyes closed, continue with the meditation. The light continues to pour through our bodies, and we are as clear as crystal. At the heart of Medicine Buddha, looking directly at this radiant being, there appears a little lotus and moon disk, and in the center of this, a brilliant blue gem of light is pulsing with the sound of Om. And swirling around it is the sound of the mantra. More light radiating out in all directions from this syllable. Now it's moving into every single direction as if he was the sun. And this light pours into all sentient beings of all the 6 realms. So we think of the suffering that beings who suffer from anger and hatred, from excessive greed, from kill or be killed, eat or be eaten, excessive desire, jealousy, arrogance, all the distortions of mind, we see them melting away. We penetrate all the 6 realms of consciousness, all the suffering in all the 6 realms. The light blesses and empowers and releases them, releases us. This light healing those who are suffering in all the realms of distorted mind. Our great wish is that they may have happiness and be free from suffering, and that all are purified of all diseases, of all their negative karmic propensities and mental obscurations. So now concentrate again on the mantra. Tayata Om, Bekatse, Bekatse, Maha Bekatse, Radze Samugate Soha. This means, O great lapis lazuli blue, great lapis lazuli blue king, totally gone beyond, so it is. The king who has gone beyond, so it is. The healing light, the healing lapis, the healing stone. Continue to repeat the mantra. And now we're going to make exceptional offerings to Medicine Buddha. We imagine that we take a beautiful crystal bowl and it's filled with precious scented water. This is a light water, and we pour this. Imagine we're pouring it over Medicine Buddha's radiant blue body. As we make this kind of offering, it makes a very special, auspicious connection to purify our habits that have created the karmic discomfort that we experience. And we imagine that we are doing this, all of the beings around us are sharing in this offering. And so they too are making this auspicious connection to purify all the habits of karma and confusion. Now imagine that you take a beautiful, scented, fluffy, white towel and you dry Medicine Buddha's body. This also creates a powerful, auspicious circumstance. It frees us and all beings from disease, all mental and physical suffering. Now imagine wrapping Medicine Buddha in 3 beautiful golden robes. This creates the auspicious condition of increasing our vitality and life energy. So everyone around us, the auspicious conditions, increasing their vitality, increasing their energy. See this happening, especially to the people that you are praying for, especially to the ones that you're holding. And we're holding together this beautiful cloud of light and love and aspiration to heal. Now imagine that everything that we consider precious and beautiful, wonderful things to eat and drink and beautiful music and wonderful flowers, and that we make countless offerings, and this stimulates the nectar flowing from Medicine Buddha's heart even more. Totally, we are empowered and blessed. All beings empowered and blessed. Medicine Buddha then melts into us, and all of these beings melt into us, and we melt and merge into the great, limitless void. Instantly we arise in our highest nature, dedicating the power, the inspiration, the healing, the joy of the practice, that all beings may have perfect mental, physical, and emotional health. We pray, may all beings be established in the enlightened state. Now open your eyes very, very softly. If you can, look around at everybody who's there. You can put your beautiful view of all of the beautiful, radiant light beings that have participated with us. Swaha. So see this fountain of light just pouring from us. It's wonderful to see all of you from so many different places, all of my beloveds from so many different places. I just can't believe my good fortune that I could connect with you in this way, because it's so difficult for us to, even when we don't have these crazy conditions, to get together. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. And I hope that you also are enjoying each other. It was wonderful. So that is what I have prepared for today's adventure. I imagine this beautiful fountain of light surrounding our world and surrounding each one of the ones that you are concerned with. I know each one of us have people in our life that really need our attention. I just found the share button. I wanted to share this with you. Yeah, it's a beautiful picture of Medicine Buddha. Yeah. Okay, so I also want to tell you that we are, because of Atma, I was so happy to see Atma here today from Chile, who has been leading a Medicine Buddha practice once a week in Spanish. And she so inspired me. A Medicine Buddha team to do the same thing in English. And we're very, very fortunate. We have managed to get a few people who are interested in doing this. Now, if you'd like to be part of the team, it requires that you do a Medicine Buddha practice every day. I will send you the practice as you know that I've been developing for this purpose. That you learn the dance at least once a week, that you engage in a Zoom that Media will organize time-wise, and offer a Zoom experience. And this will be dancing, so you'll be doing the prayer of motivation, refuge in bodhicitta, shanti deva, and then the dance of Medicine Buddha. And you will also engage in some meditation. And we are going to invite everybody to send in the names of those that they want to send special healing energy to, which is what Atma has been doing, and read out the names every day to send the light and love to them. Several Zooms ago, I told a story that really moved me, because we wonder, okay, we do these practices. We know that, as Lama Tenzin told me so long ago, you may not have the mental energy to help anybody else, but it's going to transform you, just your willingness to want to help. So we know that that's going on. I could see that in everyone's face. But it's also, there's also the power of prayer, that in fact it really does make a difference. And I know that several of you, my beloveds here, that I know a little bit about your comings and goings and what's going on in your life, that prayer has made a difference. And especially the prayer of our beautiful Tara Sangha, because we connect. When we see each other, when we're together, we connect in such a deep, deep and precious way. But in this particular story, woman was in a car accident, terrible car accident, was terribly broken, and she left her body and discovered several cars down that someone was praying for her, and she could see the light supporting her, blessing her, and helping her. And when I read that, I thought, of course. And the person who was praying didn't know, didn't see her. She was simply really wishing that whoever was suffering from such a horrible car accident, that they would know that she was praying for them. So our prayers can be very effective. So I wish for all of the different situations and circumstances that you will, that there will be a shift for your loved ones. I also want to mention that Sunday is Mother's Day, and I know this is a very special day. The Brasileiros and the Chilenos have been talking about having a special Mother's Day meeting. So Miri will send the information, or she'll tell us what that is, and I will try to show up. I'm living in a family house, so I don't like to take all of the airwaves here with the children and so forth. So I try to be conservative in what I do Zoom-wise. But at any rate, Miri, you want to say something about Sunday?
Hello, everybody. Here we are again together. So we would like to invite everybody for Sunday. We will do a meeting to dance and open the Refugio in Bodhicitta and Prayer Motivation Portuguese, dance the qualities in Spanish, and dedication long life in English. So we can feel that the Molan sensation and idea, we start together for the next. And we will celebrate for the Great Mother, not only about the Great Mother outside, but about us, about sometimes man is a mother also. So everybody is welcome. And Prema said that she will be together without any commitment on today, so to say some words. So it's possible she comes to be with us also. So this is our wish to be together. Can you imagine? The first time, Mother's Day, all direction we are be together. So yes, that is the invitation for Sunday. Will be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock Brazilian times, 5 o'clock for New York, Florida. And
are you sure, Miri? I thought it was going to be 4 o'clock for the Eastern.
Now I need to look correct the time. Sorry, I was a little confused now, but okay. Will be around 6 Brazil, 5 Brazil. I will be sure. What is the best time? Because people want to be with the family, so it's time for us to hear everybody to say it's better. So Prema can. I know that
4 o'clock is the best time for me, because by 5 o'clock, family starts moving around, dinner starts getting prepared. So 4 o'clock is,
5 o'clock
Brasileiros. So
1 o'clock for California, Phoenix, Portland.
It's okay, Miri. They can figure it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as you give one time, then it's the same as this 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes, it's the same time. 5 o'clock. Yes, like today, it's the same time. Thank you.
Okay, darling. Okay. So, any questions that anybody has before I say fare thee well? Anything that you want me to talk a little bit about, or? I don't see anything. Good. So I do want to thank Parvati and Carrie for their wonderful offering, and Amber. I don't see her. Usually she shows up at a beautiful offering. Adrienne, all of those who have been offering on, and of course Miri and her whole team. Everybody who's been doing a Zoom practice to keep us all dancing together. It's so precious. It's so beautiful. Really, really wonderful. And I hope we can continue it even when we get to go back out on the streets and dance in person. I do want us to start thinking about the next Munlam, because I think with all of this isolation, it would be really good at some point for us to bring our international community together again to dance and to honor this wonderful practice that we've been given. Okay, so with our hands together for a moment, whatever power, whatever inspiration, whatever joy that we have created through this sincere practice, I pray that the healing may occur for all of those who need healing. And I pray that the light may go out to our world and bring it to a state of peace and well-being for all. I pray that we may be able to continue to meet in such an auspicious way, and that we may be able to continue to share our heart together. Om-ma. Om-ma. Om-ma.